Hi, shaping behavior. And this is next in our series of preparation towards ABA and RBT exam. So, what is shaping? Shaping is differential reinforcement of approximations towards a terminal behavior. Now, when we say that, the key in shaping are differential reinforcement and identifying approximations. We are going to go over successive approximation steps towards our terminal behavior, which of course is our final target behavior. How we use differential reinforcement, a quick refresher on what differential reinforcement is. So, you all have already undergone a complete series on differential reinforcement. How we shape across and within topographies, and the dimensions we can shape, and of course the limitations of shaping at the end. So, what is shaping? Well, shaping is reinforcing approximations of behavior. When we say approximations, what we mean are just the different steps towards a terminal behavior. How do we do this? Well, first we need to identify a change in learner's environment, meaning whatever behavior we are looking at, we need to closely observe the client and look for any incremental change that we can reinforce. That's our entire goal with shaping is our behavior moving closer to how we want it to be. Look for that final behavior to decide if it's closer to the terminal behavior. 3. Use differential reinforcement to reinforce the closer approximation. If it isn't closer, we put it on extinction. So you're always asking yourself, is the change closer to the behavior I want to see? This requires a really good, diligent eye on your part. If you really need to be observant on what behavior you're looking for, as we move closer to that final behavior, we are shaping and shaping and shaping and then putting on extinction the behavior that aren't closer. So it's really a kind of a back and forth, a tug of war, an act of good observation to find these approximations and to make sure we are delivering reinforcement in that moment. For example, a baseball player wants to throw 90 miles per hour. Let's say their present level is 70 miles per hour. So, whenever that player throws above 70 miles an hour, we reinforce, be it 71 miles per hour, forces to do 80 miles per hour, 82 miles, 87 miles per hour. Anything above 70 miles per hour is reinforced. As the level increases, we put low response on extinction. So if we are at 82 miles per hour and the player throws 71, we are going to put that on extinction. But if they throw 84 miles per hour, then we reinforce it. So you see, this is not meant to be done in exact increments. People make that mistake when they think shaping is a kind of a staircase upward process, right? We are where each increment has to be a perfect amount, like 70, then 75, 80, then 85. It doesn't work like that. So what it happens, it is basically a predictability. We are looking for all opportunities to slowly but surely increase those approximations with shaping. So, what are successive approximations required amount of change for delivering reinforcement for responses closer to the terminal behavior? And that's for you decide really. So, it is very important for you all RBTs and the students of ABA to understand that it is very important that intervention takes a lot of skill and precision. Remember, our goal is our terminal behavior, the final target behavior. Let's look at this picture. Step one, we are looking at scribbles here. So we are looking for reinforcing the longer scribbles. And if you look at the terminal behavior, we want straight lines. So the star represents reinforcements. So in step one, they are just reinforcing long scribbles. And then in step two, they're looking for longer scribbles that don't cross. So now we are closer to our lines. Step three, even longer uncrossed scribbles that are more straight than before. Step 4, longer and longer. Now they are horizontal oriented lines. 5, longer horizontal lines within our criterion tolerance, and we are moving closer to our target behavior. So we can get closer to our terminal behavior by reinforcing, and finally getting to 6. That's all we are doing. Again, a simple intervention, but it requires precision, accuracy, and really good observation. What dimensions can be shaped? Well, almost anything, really, anything can be shaped. And that's the great thing about shaping. We can have a behavior we already want to see. We will talk about this, and we just want to increase, let's say, intensity of it, right? Or the length of it, or how often it happens. So we will can shape things differently. We can shape topography, how it looks. We can shape rate, how often it occurs, latency, duration, response time, even magnitude. You can shape motor movements, number of tasks completed, attending how quickly someone eats, how loud someone speaks, how many hours someone practices, how long in between the drinks people take time. Don't limit yourself with shaping. Shaping can be used for many things. It is such a powerful tool in our repertoire that we can shape almost anything under the sun. So let's talk really quickly about what we mean shaping across and within. Because we are shaping, we can shape all these different dimensions, but we don't necessarily always want to do that. Sometimes we still just want to shape how that behavior looks, right? So if we are shaping across behavior, we are trying to change how the response looks like. We are choosing certain response and reinforcing those by putting other selected responses on extinction. So this is a kind of like what you typically think about when we shape. When we shape, you understand, shaping language, and we need someone to say bubble, say bub. We are shaping across, right? We are choosing certain response, reinforcing those as they get closer, putting the other response on extinction within. Topography is, let's say we already have our behavior. So we have a learner who's already saying bubble, but Now we want to change something about the way they say it or how long they say it for. So let's say when they say bubble, they say it really, really loud. We want to shape within that topography to reduce the volume. Say bubble. Let's say when they say bubble, they say bubble. That's the way. Either they say too long, say bubble. So that becomes the duration, isn't it? So we can shape within that thing how to reduce the duration of saying bubble. So shaping can be used when you have a behavior, because we are going within our standard idea of shaping. We are trying to either shape the volume or the duration of the way person is saying bubble. Limitations of shaping. 5 limitations of shaping. 1. Shaping can be time consuming if several approximations occur before the final behavior. It takes a lot of time. Second, approximations and progress can be inconsistent. So we can have to and fro, and in turn, it becomes inconsistent. Third, you must continuously monitor behavior when shaping in order to identify approximations. Fourth, it is easy to reinforce the wrong approximation or an undesired approximation. Fifth, it is harmful behavior can be shaped. Say, for example, a child says, Dada, I want an ice cream. You don't reinforce it. Dada, I want an ice cream. You didn't hear it. And third time she goes very loud, Dada, I need ice cream, and you buy an ice cream. What do? You are actually reinforcing a wrong behavior. So every time she needs an ice cream, she might speak very, very loud. So these are the limitations of shaping. Aspects of shaping. Differential reinforcement is a vital part of shaping reinforced behavior. But other behaviors, extinction is a primary tool. Extinction induce variability. Don't worry about it too much, but it is important to point out, though non-reinforcement of a response can cause closer approximation behavior. How? Because when you aren't reinforcing a response, it forces the learner to engage in different responses. So, by chance, sometimes we can get a response that is closer to the one we want to see, and then it leads to a response differentiation. Okay? So, when differential reinforcement is applied consistently to our responses, different responses are going to emerge from old responses and form new response classes. So, a new response class is formed with responses, but they possess some characteristics of the previously reinforced responses. So remember, response differentiation is similar to stimulus discrimination, except in stimulus discrimination, we are choosing between two stimuli, and in response differentiation, we're choosing between two responses. Through shaping, we can get them to choose the response we want to see. All right? That is shaping behavior. As always, don't overcomplicate these things. Make it easy on yourself. Learn it in a way that you're going to remember for your exam, and you're going to remember and practice it correctly. So I wish you all a wonderful exam of RBT and come out with flying colors. Thank you.